July 16th, 1945. The world's first nuclear explosion occurred when a plutonium implosion device was tested on a site located 210 miles south of Los Alamos, New Mexico. This nuclear test would lead to the end of World War II with the nuclear bombings of the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. What was not known at that time was that the Soviet Union and the United States would enter into a nuclear Cold War with arms being produced on a massive scale. After the test and usage of the fission bomb, scientists would develop the fusion bomb, or known as the H-bomb. After the design and usage of the fission bomb, which splits an atom, scientists would come up with a way to fuse an atom, creating the hydrogen bomb or thermonuclear bomb. These weapons would be placed onto intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. Those missiles could then reach low orbit, release their warheads to rain down nuclear payloads. Stay with us for the next few minutes as we discuss the Minuteman III missile and its Russian counterpart, the RS-28 Sarmat. Welcome to Weapons of Conflict. The most current United States nuclear ICBM is the Minuteman III, formerly known as the LGM-30 Minuteman. This is an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, in service with the Air Force Global Strike Command. Development of this missile started back in the mid-1950s when basic research indicated that solid rocket fuel could stand ready in longer periods of time. This missile began its service in 1962 as a deterrence against the Russian or Soviet threat. This missile was named for the colonial Minutemen of the American Revolutionary War, who could be ready to fight at a moment's notice. Originally, the Minuteman was the Minuteman I, then on to the Minuteman II, with the Minuteman III being the current version. The Minuteman III has a length of 59.9 feet, it weighs 79,432 pounds, and has an operational range of 14,000 kilometers or 8,700 miles, and an accuracy of about 800 feet. The current warhead that is used on this missile is the W-78 warhead. This warhead has a higher yield with 335 to 350 kilotons, and it replaced the aging W-62s. The Minuteman III gets these warheads into a low orbit. Once the missile reaches that low orbit, it releases the MIRV, which is an abbreviation for Multiple Independent Reentry Vehicle. That vehicle then maneuvers into firing position. Once in that position, it then releases the warheads. With the ability to carry up to 3 W-78 warheads, each warhead can independently target a different location or city. One Whiskey 78 warhead is capable of up to 335 kilotons of explosive power. This dwarfs the Hiroshima and Nagasaki attacks, which were about 15 kilotons. These weapons are designed to be city killers. It is currently estimated the United States has 440 Minuteman III missiles ready for use. Although the real number, I'm sure, is classified. As stated earlier, the W-78 warhead has an estimated yield of 335 to 350 kilotons. These warheads are housed in the Mark 12 Alpha re-entry vehicle. This allows the payload to be delivered accurately to its target. The Whiskey 78 replaced the Whiskey 62 warhead, which had a lower yield of only 170 kilotons. During the late 70s and 1980s, some Whiskey 62s were replaced with the newer W-78. The Air Force Global Strike Command maintains, upgrades, and ensures that the United States' ICBM arsenal is ready at all times. Flight tests are conducted to make sure that the actual Minuteman III missiles can operate and function normally without an active warhead. The success of these test launches demonstrates the operational capability of the Minuteman III and ensures the United States' ability to maintain a strong, credible nuclear deterrent. But with this level of capability that the United States possesses, makes it obvious that their former Soviet-era opponent would also have a nuclear capability that rivals it. The Russian Federation, formerly known as the Soviet Union, maintains its own nuclear-capable ICBM fleet. The Russian Federation's RS-28 Sarmat. Named after the Samaritans, the NATO reporting name is SSX-29 or the SSX-30. The RS-28 Sarmat is one of the 6 new Russian strategic weapons unveiled by President Vladimir Putin on 1 March 2018. This missile is estimated to have a 208 metric ton mass, a length of 35.5 meters, and a diameter of 3 meters. Its larger warhead can contain 10 to 15 MIRVs, or MIRVs. That is much more than the US's 3. The Sarmat uses liquid propellant, which is different than of the Minuteman III, which uses solid rocket fuel. The operational range of the Sarmat is 18,000 kilometers or 11,000 miles. This is much farther than the Minuteman III's 13,000 kilometer range. But the Russian Federation also uses long-range bombers, such as the Tupolev Tu-95 and the Tupolev Tu-22M. But of course, those use a more tactical nuclear weapon. But now, here comes the real question. Who would win in the event of all-out nuclear war? Well, it is hard to say at this time. With both countries seeking to have very strategic missile defense systems to combat these different missiles, in the future it's hard to know who would be able to shoot down each other's missiles first. So in the end, the country that can detect these missiles firing first and possibly take them out of the air before they can hit their targets may be the victor. Due to these anti-missile systems that are being developed, could be a reason why many countries are going towards the hypersonic missile route. But that would be a topic for another video. Thank you for watching this episode of Weapons of Conflict. Please like and subscribe below, and do not be afraid to leave a comment. Thank you.